Hello everyone, Dan here from the Next Issue Podcast. On today's video, I'll be doing a preview for Batman, the Brave and the Bold. Now, I have read a couple of stories in this, but I haven't read everything. So let's talk about this book. We'll talk about the creative behind these stories, and then we'll get into some preview art. So this is the anthology book that we follow along. Some of the stories continue throughout multiple issues. The reason I'm doing a preview for this one is because this actually kicks off a few things that I found pretty interesting. So let's talk about that. Let's get into the creative team here before we get into any of this stuff. So we have the first story, Batman Mother's Day, Part 1. This is written by Carl Kirsch, with art also by Carl Kirsch, colors by Masasik and Steve Wan on letters. This is the Gotham Academy story. So it looks like Gotham Academy is back in session in this part one of three-part story, guest starring Maps Misoguchi and Tristan Gray. In this story, Kirk Langstrom, formerly the Man Bat, now clean from his serum, is teaching at Gotham Academy, but Man Bat is menacing the city. Has Dr. Langstrom fallen off the wagon, or is there a deeper, far more sinister plan afoot? Now let's go back and take a look at the second story. This is Artemis, Poison Within, written by um, Delilah Dawson, sorry, Serge Acuna and George Combades on art, Matt Herms on colors, and letters by Dave Sharp. This story will feature Artemis as she as she goes on a tale of rip-roaring adventure. So that should be pretty interesting to figure out. We also have the Nameless story. This is by Matt Harding with Mike Henderson and art, Adam Guzowski in colors, and Troy Peteri on letters. Next up, we have Lois Lane, The Game, a prologue, written by Torrin Grumbeck with art by Tom Derenick, Lilo Ridge in colors, letters by Dave Sharp. This is a conspiracy that only Lois Lane can solve. And last but not least, we have Batman the Cheeseburger by Dan Waters with art by Ricardo Lopez Ortiz, letters by Troy Peteri. This is the black and white tale that is featured in every one of these issues. So at the end of every issue of these, we have a black and white tale. So very exciting stuff. Now let's take a look at some of the preview art for the first story, the one at Gotham Academy, which I'm very glad to see another story in Gotham Academy. I really enjoy that series, and I hope that DC can kind of revisit it in little spurts like this. I think it's really fun to always check in on that world. So here you can see a few pages. We kind of get to see a little bit of the setup. This is all happening 1 year prior, of course, as Bruce drops off the little one at the academy. Now, if you're not familiar with Olive, like I said, go read Gotham Academy. I think it's a really fun book. And then we also fast forward to now where the mystery is afoot. We see that the Man Bat has once again attacked in Gotham. So really interesting stuff. This book also has some really amazing covers at the end of the book. So at the end of the video. So stay tuned for that and let me know which one you picked up. They're all kind of themed after each of the stories. And we even have a really cool cover by Kelly Jones. So that's really fun. So if you're reading this book, let me know what you thought about it down in the comments. As always, thank you for watching, everyone. Remember to share, like, subscribe, hit the bell so you know when we go live. That is most Saturdays, 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. Stay tuned. We have more comic reviews, trailer reactions, TV recaps, all that fun stuff here in the channel. Thanks for watching, everyone. Bye-bye.